and welcome to the RPG Blender, where we give lesser played games or forgotten settings a roll the dice they deserve. I'm your host, Game Master George, thrilled to welcome you to the next chapter in our adventure. Our heroes have found the taste of mortality at the hands of their lunar foes. Does lore now come to complete the kill? Find out as we explore a new land of power and ancient secrets in Exalted, Breaking Trees. Welcome to the RPG Blender. I am your host, Game Master George, as we return to the world of Exalted. So let's dive right in and meet our cast. First up, let's go to Rich. Say hello, Rich.
I knew you were going to do it. I'm ready. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Rich. I also play Smiling Mountain, and I don't have to give you a fun fact today, so that's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's right. Somebody else gets to ask that fun fact. So
Who has to ask it?
You know what? I'll have you choose as the first one to go. Who would you like to ask you a question?
I think Malik asked me last time.
Mm-hmm.
I think
that is true.
Yeah.
So
I asked
we
how
will
much
go
you bench.
with Craig.
Okay. Yeah, I got a good one. I got a zinger. I got some hot heat.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So Mountain, we know Mountain has a betrothed. You know, Mountain is sort of a celebrity, so to speak, amongst his people. Gift of the Mountain, so on and so forth. Do we know about your actual family? Do we know about siblings? Have we mentioned?
No one's asked.
Well, I think we're asking now. What's the deal with Mountain's family? Do you have siblings? Do you have?
I do.
Talk about it.
I have 8 brothers and sisters. I have 5 sisters and 3 brothers.
Is Mountain the oldest? Is he the youngest? Is he in between?
Mountain is exactly middling. He is the 6th child, so he has 2 younger and 4, I guess, or no, 5 older.
Can I ask one more
Oh
follow
wait,
up?
reverse that. There are 2 older than him. He's the 3rd child, so I'm sorry, it's reversed.
Can I ask one more, or am I asking too many questions?
No,
now?
go nuts. What do you want to know about him? Most of them are fairly like resolute. The 2 that are older than me are a bit more. They have more of Mountain's temperament because while my family was noble, they were like lesser nobles. And so they were very close to living kind of a commoner lifestyle anyway. At best, they were mercantile class as far as their lifestyle went. And so they have more Mountain's temperament. They tend to be a lot more giving, a lot more comfortable around common folk and stuff like that, which is where he learned a lot of his temperament was from his older brother and sister. His sister being the oldest, brother being second, and then Mountain again. His 4 or 5 younger siblings act much more the part of nobles. They're much more into the noble games, much more understanding of the ins and outs, because after Mountain was born and it was discovered that he had the gift of the Mountain, their family went up in status, which then made it so that way he kind of pulled all of his brothers and sisters along for the ride with him. Which his direct youngest younger sister he is actually close with, gets along well as he gets along with his 2 older siblings, but the other ones almost kind of begrudge Mountain for it, kind of seeing him as in the way, where they have their own kind of ambitions and things that they want to accomplish, and they believe that they're kind of like deserved and they would have brought the house that glory anyway, and Mountain is just kind of there, and that he steals kind of too much of their, we'll call it, light. However, after the incident with Mountain, which made him go to the Immaculate Order, that was no longer the case.
I have one follow-up question. Has anybody else received the gift of the Mountain?
I am the only one in my current family that has the gift of the Mountain.
Okay.
What about in your past family?
Oh yeah,
Past family?
Has
Generational?
it run in your lineage?
No, what I meant
or
was you
is it
said
something-
current family, and I'm going for what like.
Oh,
Hey,
Come on.
Let's go.
I gotta practice the dad jokes.
God, now you need twice as many.
Are you satisfied?
I am. I'm super satisfied. That was far too much.
was great. Yeah, that was
information. It's all recorded, so it will be made pristine in the wiki.
Mm-hmm. All right. Wait, what did you say? Did I just agree that I have to do a wiki now?
Yeah, you did. You did.
did.
And that's in the.
There's
and that's in
already
this.
a wiki.
So,
What are you talking about,
so
George?
good luck.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Next up, let's go to Craig. Say hello, Craig.
Howdy, gang. It's me, Craig, playing Diram Barath. And I'm excited to see how the situation gets more messy than it already is.
All right. But before we learn about your future, let's learn about your past. Greg, go ahead and ask him a question.
All right. So I'm curious, how old was Diram when they killed their first person? And who was that first person?
How old was Diram when he first
When you
killed?
first took a life,
Oof.
Well,
And who were they? Were they an anathema, Oh, did I say it right? Anathema?
Add it in.
Oh, the
Add it in. They're gonna love that. We get an updated supercut. Good question. I think the answer is Pluton. Pluton's his first kill.
Wow.
As his gifts manifested in our first tutorial experience. He shot the obsidian butterflies and shredded Pluton to cinders, defending useless sparrow. Yeah.
And look where it got you.
Never been better, living the dream. Everything's simple and easy. Powers are it's just fun is what it is. It's just fun. Otherwise he was training amongst the Immaculate Order, doing his due diligence and whatnot, being trained by Pluton, and that was their first foray out to actually hunt anathemas.
Dang.
Yeah, it didn't go as we planned, but
that's okay. Things never do, usually. You have to adapt.
Exactly.
Cool.
All right, and that brings us to Greg. Say hello, Greg.
Hello. I have to introduce myself now. I'm Greg. I am playing Adramalik, the crazy, sadistic murder hobo of the party. Please ask away. Ask any questions that you may have. Rich, I think, right? Rich asked that question.
Yes.
This day has come.
Oh, no.
Just let me go to my notes.
He keeps notes.
He's pulling out the notes.
He doesn't keep notes. This is all song and dance. Look at him play up books. He doesn't. Come on.
No, that was War and Peace.
Oh my God, that's a
You
big
can't fool
book
me.
of notes.
I've worked with him in the professional sense, and I know he's a note taker.
I've got this, and it's not holding up well. So
I have a page that says Uba is a monkey, and that's it.
That's such a lie. You probably are writing the unofficial biography of this game.
Okay, so I have two, but I'll save the one for next time. What is Adramalik's plan for his cult after he takes power?
To get back his family throne.
No, I after.
After he gets
even
back.
So you get it.
Oh.
Then they just become his subjects. They become his vassals. He rules with them. They're at his side.
So he rules with them.
Well,
They are
he
equal
doesn't.
part rulers.
It's kind of a communal thing because he sees himself as part of the greater whole, but there is the strong provide. Everyone provides in their own means, in their own ways. So from Adramalik's warped perspective of justice and society, he being the most powerful would obviously be the one who contributed the most, so would have the greatest influence over the decisions that affect everyone, because he's the one most capable of enacting that and carrying that out. But that's not to say that he would not take into account the wills and the wants of his subjects. So they would, if they want, it would be sort of, I wouldn't say democratic, because it's definitely not democratic, because he would be the supreme power, but he would lobby, and the people could petition to him to do things, and especially those who have been in his service for the longest, their voices would carry more weight, and those who have provided most to the community.
Okay.
That's the best way I could put it, because it's not a democracy.
It's a council of advisors. You can bring your things to me, and I'll clock it. But
yeah.
My favorite part of this was supreme power.
Yeah. Supreme power and democracy, two words that fit right in the same sentence.
Right.
I just did it right there.
It's like oil and water, baby.
All right. Does that satisfy your question?
Oh, it absolutely did.
Great. Then I will give my fun facts, which are courtesy of a viewer, which I think you guys will find very interesting. Two rules that we have been doing slightly wrong, one of which I will be absolutely correcting moving forward, and one of which we will give the option. So one of them that I think makes sense is that we can't steal initiative from somebody who's already in negative initiative.
That makes sense.
It makes sense to me. It's not technically the way that it goes, so if you guys are okay with keeping it this way, we can keep it because it's consistent for both you and your enemies. So
I got no problem with it.
makes logical sense. Okay, the other one is that, and this is going to make Rich extremely happy.
We'll see.
10s explode on withering damage.
Oh, they do explode.
They don't explode on decisive damage.
Oh, they explode on withering, though. That's
Oh my God, it's
huge.
like
Mountain
Christmas.
damage. Just got a lot better.
Like, you have no idea. You have no idea. Like every time I'm like, oh, I did like 3. It's because like 3 will be 10, and I'm just like, it's just 3.
It's just
Oh,
three.
that viewer had an idea. That
Yeah.
viewer felt so bad for you.
Someone was probably
Watching me
pulling
every
their hair
shot.
out, going,
Flailing.
"No, it explodes! It explodes!"
Yes, that's actually how they described it. So you're pretty much spot on.
Wow, you've saved him so much heartache. Thank you,
no
dear
idea.
viewer. Thank you.
I'm gonna have Kate make a like nice fan pic of me hugging just a random person, saying thank you for the 10s.
It's gotta be Mountain, right?
Yeah.
Mountain just
Just crying.
limbs sticking out from the arm.
Thanks for the 10s. Now George is
boy.
gonna kill us with that rule, and I'll be less.
Oh,
grateful.
yeah.
But until
Right.
then,
Yeah.
That goes both ways. That's true.
Yeah, it all goes
Yeah.
around.
But I'm pretty sure that helped you out last time. And speaking of last time on Exalted, you, having found Pluton's hideaway and made your plans with the Immaculate Order, then went to see what you could do about resolving the threat of the barbarian horde, making them go away so the town would feel safe, the Immaculate Order would feel confident, moving away from this city to do the task that you had set them upon. In order to do so, you went to requisition horses from the guards, as you have done many times before, albeit through Captain Najalin in the past. And after dancing around, answering their questions about what might have happened to the dear captain, and avoiding the side quests of missing people in the city,
we stumbled back into it.
you did stumble back into it, but not yet. You managed to acquire your horses and make your way out of the city and into the woods. And in those woods, you ran into that snake woman out in a clearing amidst several beast people. And in that moment, they made plain their intentions to take the people that they had found within those records as having their desired blood, as they put it, which was something that they had mentioned previously, however, was brought to the side because of more pressing concerns. And in that moment, Mountain, taking supreme offense at the, well, kidnapping of these citizens, struck forward against this snake woman. And unfortunately, for the first time, the battle did not immediately turn in the favor of our heroes, with some major dice failures, which led to Mountain being grappled by this snake woman and bit after the spider descended from above to take on Adramalik and, oh, not Dirham. Dirham actually was successful and drove off the beastman. So that was good.
Yeah, he flamethrowered all the werewolf people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All
I
good.
did
bear.
a thing. I did a thing. Yeah, the
Bear
bear
people.
people.
Werewolf.
It was
Werewolf.
the kidnapping. Why I was like, oh, okay, was because I was like, hey, we should talk. And she was like, I don't have to talk to you. And then when I was like, yes, you do. And she was like, no, I don't spell. That's when it was like, okay, well, now it's just go time.
Yes. However, the snake woman did manage to get a solid bite off on Mountain
She gave me a nice sternum piercing.
Right.
before Mountain was able to shake off that grapple, which did happen because you
Yeah,
targeted with
yeah,
an
that's
attack,
not what
reducing the thing.
happened,
Oh no, it happens because when you targeted with that attack, it reduces the duration by 1, and since the duration was already at 1, it means you break free.
Goes to zero.
Once the grapple
That's
ends
cool.
at the end of
That's
this turn. At which point, the combat was momentarily interrupted by the arrival of Lore of Autumn.
Yeah, she sounded pissed.
She did sound pissed as she stated that this was not our agreed on deal. And that is where we return to, with Mountain nearly wrapped up by a snake woman, Lore of
about to be
Autumn in
my
the trees
turn.
above. Is it about to be your turn?
I don't know. Laura Vaughn could keep talking, but I'm gonna keep on karate chopping this snake person. So.
Actually, next up in the initiative would be Adramalik.
Okay.
right.
Let me just pull up my images to see my range.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was next to the spider person because she had just been.
That is correct. You are next to
Stab at
both
me.
the spider and snake person.
All right, I'm gonna make a withering attack on the spider person. I'm gonna attempt to cut out their legs from under them. I'm going to take the knives that I have in my hands. I'm gonna drop them down and catch them with my hand feet, and then I'm going to kind of like those people in the Olympics on those like Bronco things where they're like on the thing and they're like standing on their hands and they like spin their legs around in a circle. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do like an attack like that where I spin my legs around with the knives, slashing, trying to cut out the legs from underneath this spider creature. So that will be my strike.
Okay.
I'm, of course, going to pump this.
The spider person, being that they have multiple legs, being a spider, will begin dancing back and forth between all of their various limbs, trying to yank them out of the way of each of your individual strikes.
Oh, yeah. This looks like a rave. Like the spider thing's dancing. I'm like basically break dancing. It's just a full-on dance party right now going on.
This is the fight we've been waiting for. Someone to give Adramalik a run for his money.
Okay, so
scary. It's very scary.
5 of my peripheral motes. So another 5 peripheral motes will, I believe, put me into full shadow form.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Do I get any dottage? Do I get any stuntage for?
Yep, you can have a 2-dot stunt.
Okay, so I'm rolling 11, 16 plus 5, 21 plus 2, 23, 23 d10 plus 1 automatic success. All right.
Let's see how this goes as opposed to last time.
I actually rolled higher than a 4.
We're back,
Wow,
we're back.
look at that.
That's a 13. All right.
Okay. And with that, you hit with a threshold of, you said 13?
13, yeah.
5.
Sick.
Nice.
Welcome back, Adramalik.
So
Good to have
5
you.
plus my damage, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So my dagger damage is, wait, why does it say 10? Is that correct? Seems like a lot for a dagger. Is that right?
I believe a light weapon is 10, but I will double check it as you have an artifact.
Also
yes.
an artifact.
Oh, yeah.
So
Okay.
You're wielding.
So
you're
10 plus
wielding-
5, 15. I roll 15, and I can't.
Plus this is Withering Strike, so remember, add your strength.
Oh, I remember to do that. So plus 3.
And then tell me what the total is.
Wait, is the 10 including my strength? Is that already including that or no?
No.
Okay, so damage 10
That should be the
plus
accuracy
strength
of your weapon.
13 plus threshold of 5 is
Or-
18.
or wait.
Wow. I do get to roll a lot of dice. Yeah.
Not necessarily. So what is your total?
So it's 18. I have to roll it though. I haven't rolled it yet.
No.
to
That's your
subtract it. Wait a
pre-soak damage.
Don't forget,
Oh.
there's long math here, baby.
Right.
Yes,
sorry.
there is.
I haven't hit in so long. I forgot what it's like to hit things.
Okay, so what is your total?
Damage 10 plus strength 3 plus my threshold of 5 gives me 18.
18. Okay. With an 18, you get to roll 8.
Okay, so I roll 8.
Ooh, 10. Hot damn.
Oh, sorry. No, sorry. 5.
Oh, even more.
Oh,
Okay.
13. Hot damn.
She's got soak of 13. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Chit. I mean, it makes sense. She was like chitinous or chitinous.
Chitinous shell of some sort.
Chitinous shells.
Yep.
Ugh. I only got 1.
Oh.
What?
I'm only rolling 5, right? I can't pump
True.
that again.
That's right. Okay. 1.
Out of 5.
Stop.
Yeah, could be worse. Could be worse.
Could be worse.
Didn't
Wasn't
botch it.
0.
Yeah.
And you gain the automatic 1 for hitting, plus the 1 that you stole, bringing you up to an 8.
Nice.
And
And
bringing
they went
us, they did. They went down from a 13 to a 12. Okay, bringing us to Mountain.
Nice. The spider's by me too, right? Like I have them both on me.
That is correct.
Right next to you. Back to
Right.
back, baby.
So Mountain, seeing the advantage of attacking a foe who is being attacked, will kind of like feign like he's going to go after the snake, and then instead of hitting the snake, he just wheels back, crashes his arm through a tree, and then just comes down as hard as he can on top of the spider.
Okay. The spider.
Is super surprised by this bitchin' ass move, so it's just like, oh no,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna use
just
any of my skills.
basically-
Oh,
Yeah.
squished. I got squished. Oh, no.
Raises all 8 arms in the air and goes, I surrendered. Maybe.
Okay, no, that's not what happens. The spider,
darn.
as having been attempting to juggle between the various legs in order to avoid Adramalik's strike, sees you coming down for the open-handed palm, swat the spider against the ground, smash, and will drop down to all of its various limbs and attempt to spider scuttle out of the way of your strike.
Ooh,
Utilizing
My -1 doesn't
good.
matter as much because it has a -1 because of the
It
gang
does
up.
not,
yeah.
because of Golden Tiger Stance, which means does not. Oh wait, nope, does not call. Attacks that miss. So if you miss,
So maybe
So I
if
hit-
he had
since I
missed,
hit,
if he had
I've
missed,
impeded it.
then it
I've
wouldn't have
impeded it.
given the.
Yeah.
the
So if I
thing.
missed, then it could potentially block without a penalty. But because I hit it, right?
that's the one that actually does it. Bending before the storm, which is the prerequisite, halves all penalties rounded down to her defense. and against lower initiative attackers ignores all defense penalties.
Oh, so
You
it's
are
just,
currently...
minuses.
Yep.
Well, that's life. 1, 2. Well,
Whatevs, man. Gang up. That's
1, 2,
not a
3.
bad play.
And you can have a 2-dot stun.
Ooh,
Yes.
nice. Okay.
So that's okay. So we have 4 because we have -1 from being hurt. And then we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we are going to pump. Okay. I got more to roll after this, but
Of course you do.
He's not messing around. Come on. Are you serious? Like,
Nope.
oh yeah,
yeah,
exactly. I'm full bonfire like now.
Oh, you're in full form.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I'm blowing all the motes. Oh,
don't forget your bennies for that, right?
I won't. I got more to roll, so that's 1.
Wait, bennies? We get bennies in this?
When we reach our full form, it gets a little
we
do?
tougher,
if I'm not mistaken.
Don't forget
right?
about your abilities there, Mountain.
What
Your
abilities?
cast abilities.
I have cast abilities.
You do.
What
When
do
we
I
go-
do?
When we go, oh my god, dude, that's how I took over a demon. That was one of my. That's like
And how he
We
vanished in
never
a...
fight. We never fight. I intentionally never fight. We get beat up every time we fight.
your thing. You got a special thing, my dude.
I know. I don't know. What does it do? No. What does it do?
I don't know. I'm not you.
Finish your attack and then we'll find out.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 successes plus 1, 2, 3, 4 10s. And now we have 8 more dice to roll. Fuck yes. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 10s.
Oh my god.
Plus 1,
it's
2, 3, 4,
happening.
5, 6 successes.
Oh my
So that's
god.
12. So that is 18.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Oh yes.
Nice.
It's
10
happening.
19.
successes.
Because of the
11
yeah.
threshold successes. Brutal. All right, what is your total damage?
total damage is 515. So my total damage is 15. Oh wait, no, it's minus.
It's got to be
so
higher
it's-
than me.
No, it's actually it's actually 10, and then I add 5 after the fact.
What?
Your
My damage is
threshold plus
10,
your strength plus your
But then I
weapon damage.
I add my strength after soak. I don't add before.
If
Soak.
you're using that specific charm.
Yes,
And you are using that charm?
yes.
Okay. So it's 10 plus the 10 or 11 for the threshold, minus the soak of 13, which brings you down to the 8. So
Mhm.
8 plus then your strength of
Of 5.
5. Okay. That
So
gives
it
you
is-
13.
Ugh, don't mountain me.
Well, mountaining isn't quite the same thing anymore now, is it?
You're right.
That's true. That's true. This is the time to mountain. Mountain like
Mhm.
it's going out of style.
11, 12, 13. No, I'm mounting it.
Oh no. Viewer, your tip didn't work.
I got 2 10s, so
We
it
blame
worked,
you.
but like
It's more than me. I only got a 1, man.
that. You know what? You're right, but I didn't have 5 dice.
Yeah, the numbers don't help.
Okay.
So that's 1. Okay, no, that's a 5. You don't belong in here. So that's 2 10s. So that's 1, 2. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, 7.
I mean, it ain't bad,
No,
but
not bad at all.
I rolled a lot, and the 10s are really what kind of tipped it over.
Okay.
I saw all the 3s and 2s and was like, no, damn it. Hitting, good at it. Doing anything with hitting, that's a toughie.
now that's a puzzle.
Oh, goodness. Okay. And that pumps you up to 11, brings the spider down to 5 now. Really wishing that they had actually hit on that strike that Adramalik perfect dodge last time.
Oh, right. Good on
Mhm.
you.
Right. That charm coming in mucho
Yeah.
handy.
Just keeping track of my motes because I am using them like they're going out of style.
I think we all are.
Okay. Let me just add
I'm
more
glad
to the
I
initiative tracker.
I'm glad I unbound myself from that weird scythe thing that you gave me. Or what was it? Like the big spear, the hunting spear?
Oh, yeah.
If I was still bound to that, I'd have no motes.
I do look up at Lore of Autumn after like I crunch down into the spider. And I say what we agreed upon was in good faith. Good faith is not being returned. And I stare like daggers into the snake, even though I've just pummeled the spider.
I was not talking to you.
Reinforcements, baby!
Let's go!
Unless she's talking to me, in which case, oh fuck.
Bring us to the top of the order with now Mountain at 11.
Nice.
Take your motes, boys. Take your motes.
And also, I gain 1 more initiative because I have not yet been hit since using my dodge charm.
I'm
So
losing on average
snowball and
8
build
motes
energy.
a turn, so it's not great. Like I gain back the 5, but I'm using like at least 11. So
You just got it. You just got to finish the race. It don't matter how gassed you are. Just finish the race.
Okay, and your anima abilities,
Thank
Mountain.
you.
You're at bonfire right now?
Yes, I'm all glowing as hard as I can.
After you do a successful decisive strike, you add half of your essence score to your base initiative upon resetting.
Oh, cool. All right.
You can spend 10 motes to reset all of your combat and movement charms with outstanding reset conditions.
Oh, that is crazy.
Can only be used once per day, becoming available again at sunrise.
That's still crazy.
And this one you probably will maybe wish that you had this. You inspire terror in your foes. You add half your essence score rounded up in dice to all intimidating social influences.
Dang it. I should have tried that last time. I should have been bonfiring when I was yelling at this lady.
No. That's all the time.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah.
I mean, it seemed like it worked. What I did worked. She just didn't care enough for it to work fully. So I don't think
it wouldn't have changed too much. Yeah.
We ain't gonna live in the past. We're here in the present.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Roll dice in the now.
You got it. You got it.
You both can also, at any point, spend 1 mote of essence to link yourself to the brilliant presence of the sun to know exactly what time of day it is in creation.
That's fun.
Obviously, that doesn't work so much for you, Edramalik.
Nope, I'm the opposite. I don't think I don't remember if mine had any uses at all for like combat. I think they were all like social uses.
Yours, well, hang on. You guys, all 3 of you, can also spend a mode at any time to make your cast mark appear and display for as long as you desire. So for that nice little bit of whatnot. Now, going on. Next up is Twilight. These are on page 175-6 in the core book.
I think I know my Twilight stuff.
All right, then I will skip yours. No, I won't. For the viewers at home who are learning somehow along with us for some reason, for 5 modes, you can project an aura of pure force, reflexively gaining 5 hardness for 1 turn.
Wow.
At bonfire, it activates automatically at no cost, but it does not stack with other magics that raise hardness. However, it can be used while you're in crash.
Yeah, that's big.
That's amazing.
For 10 motes and 1 willpower, you can disappear until the next you can disappear from creation until the next sunset, which we all saw happen. And you can also, for 10 motes, touch an essence 1 to 3 elemental or demon of the first circle and join its essence to your anima, which you've also seen. Now, Adramalik, for 2 motes, you can dampen your aura, treating all peripheral essence expenditures as if they were personal for 1 instant, which is very nice when you don't care to be not stealthy.
Yeah.
For 3 motes, you can ignore up to 3 for now until your essence gets higher. Penalties to a stealth attempt for 1 instant. And when your anima is at Bonfire Iconic, what is this? When fearsome it becomes impossible to discern your identity. Perfect effect cannot be pierced by the eye of the unconquered sun or other all-seeing magic. So while you have your anima up at the level you are, nobody can tell who you are.
I'm just a shadow boy. I'm
even
a big
magically
riding massive shadows.
That's creepy. And
isn't
also
it
amazing? The ultimate infiltrator.
Yes. All right.
It's good that Laura showed up when she did.
All right. Bring us to Mountain.
Mountain actually, like, now having said the words and kind of like feeling himself more perturbed by what he said, it's like, we offered you peace after generations. We offered you an answer. If this is all you'll answer to, and I just start pounding down like on the spider, then you will learn.
Yes. You could have had peace. Smash.
We're taking it back.
And as he punches, he's like, I am not the men of the wall. I am not the men of the city. I am the mountain, and I will not stop.
Yes.
All right, take that 2-dot stun.
Mountain's getting charged.
Asmok is just smiling. He's so happy.
You've never seen us like, like.
You could have had peace, but now you're going to be torn into pieces. See, you get it one way or the other.
Contrary, Dirham probably looks grim and serious watching Mountain now actually tearing ass up. not something he usually cuts loose upon.
Okay. Meanwhile, the spider, as you begin coming down with your very large and encompassing strikes, is going to attempt to, is going to attempt to reach out one of its legs as it's dodging between your ham fists to grab onto a nearby tree to pull itself then out of the reach of your strikes.
Ooh, okay.
That was 16.
Thinking that you were in the midst of frenzy.
It means we're winning. It's running.
Yes, that's what that means.
The trees can't save you. He just used the tree as a weapon like 3 seconds ago.
I just crushed through it, and that's probably what'll happen this time. But 1, 2,
You
3,
fools.
4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4 tens is 15 successes. Plus 1 is 16.
Oh my god. How many dice are you rolling?
It's base 16, and then I pump it up to 5, so 21.
That's a lot. All right.
Plus the 2 you gave me, so
For
23.
results.
Yeah, plus
Hey, me
23.
too. That's what I
Plus
roll.
one
I roll
automatic.
23 when I'm pumping. Yeah.
So what is your total?
16, because it was 15 plus your 1 is 16.
Okay. 16. You hit by still ignoring
Not many.
penalty. You are now higher initiatives, now only having penalties. And since the penalty is now 2, it actually does reduce by 1, bringing it down to the 7 defense right now. And that gives you threshold of, you said 16, so 9.
All right, so 9.
9 plus your 10 plus your 10 damage, that's 19, minus the 13 soak is 6, plus your 5 is 11.
Perfect. Thank you.
Unless I'm wrong about that math, which I'm sure someone will tell me.
I
Right.
just listened to you at this point, George. I'm not.
No, that sounded legit. I'm into it.
Maybe.
But today
Tens!
is not that day.
It's tens.
Whoop, it's
The
happening.
viewer actually, like, I'm not even messing with you. I have 3 tens right now,
Oof.
and this would have been a 5, and instead it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9.
Nice.
I didn't need that much, but I sure
How
did
did it
get
go from
there.
a 5 to a 9?
I miscounted.
Tens, right?
I actually had another 9. It was
Four-
9, 8.
four
It's-
tens?
It's 9, 8, 8, and then so that's 3,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And then 10, 10, 10.
Yep.
Which is 6.
Oh, that maths.
Yep.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 failures.
Okay.
Tens are the theme of today's episode.
Yes, they are.
I've always
And since
been
we are
Today's episode sponsored by the number 10.
continuing with the rule of not being able to steal negative,
Which
that
is
gives
fair.
that gives you 5 plus the 5 for crashing, plus your 1 for hitting, which bumps you up to 22.
Oh,
That's
is
still a
gonna kill
lot.
Fucking
Yeah,
spider.
so as I'm
Oh.
punching and it goes behind the tree, I literally just like reach through the tree and like palm it like into the ground.
Okay. Theorem.
Oh, there are decisions to be made now.
There are indeed.
Okay, so the spider is getting basically squashed.
Mm-hmm.
And looks battered. The snake was just Mountain broke free of and
Mm-hmm.
started going to town on the spider. And I see the two of them going after it. And where is Lore exactly? Still, in the
Laura's above in
trees?
the trees. Yes.
Dirham, with his dragon wand still sort of like smoking as the heat is emanating from it, looks up quickly at her and says, I presume they're acting out of your wishes, or are they deviating at this point? And he starts to draw the dragon wand in the direction of the snake, as he keeps his eyes trained on her. He doesn't pull the trigger, but he watches her and waits for her words.
City was to belong to my master, and them to be able to utilize the citizens at her discretion, not to take what they want.
Perfect. And he pulls the trigger as he begins to just bathe the snake in fire.
Okay.
Okay.
The snake, hearing your words, will turn its wide mouth in your direction, open it in a hiss, and then then do that drop to the ground thing that snake people do, and kind of slither up past your flames and give you another hiss in your face. Maybe.
We'll
Did she
say-
just try to stop, drop, and roll?
Yes. It's an effective strategy. Learn it, children.
a lot of my enemies actually have been pulling that move.
How else do you deal with
Yeah.
fire?
No, I don't. I'm not sure. I'm not sure there's many other strategies besides cry and beg.
Try blowing yourself out.
Yeah, exactly.
She's got a big mouth. She can do it.
All right, so 4 for dexterity, 5 for archery, 5 for accuracy with the wand, and any stunts.
You can have a 2-dot stun.
Oh,
Nice.
He's generous lad today. And I'll do a humble 4 pump on this.
Okay.
First time I'm using a dice tray. This feels great. It feels great, but it didn't do great.
No.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. I still got to roll the pump dice, and
You got the 2 extra.
I did. I did the 2 dot. Let's see. Come on. Nope. Okay.
Oh.
So that is a humble 6 successes.
Okay. With a 6 success, because I chose to evade instead of parry the fire, you hit with a threshold of 0.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
That's
But
wild.
you do hit.
You do hit.
And fire gets bonus damage, right?
Does, because it does not benefit from strength.
Yeah, so I get the +4 from my Dragon Sai wand alone.
Mm-hmm.
And
so much for our
then
viewers.
Burn,
And
baby, burn.
I have no nothing beyond that, but I do have overwhelming 5. Does that
which is the
on this?
well, what is your total pre-soak damage?
Overwhelming 5.
Total pre-soak.
Mm-hmm.
Remind me how I calculate that, because
The damage of the weapon plus threshold successes plus that flame tag.
But I didn't have any threshold successes, right?
Correct.
Yes.
So it's my strength plus.
Nope.
Or no. It's the 4
Mhm.
plus. What else am I adding? I'm sorry, I'm brain farting.
The damage of your weapon.
Plus the damage, which is 14.
Okay, so that brings you to an 18 minus the soak of 13, because I'm not trying to complicate myself by giving them lots of different numbers for myself. That brings
Wise
you to
man.
5, which I think matches your overwhelming, right?
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay,
Perfect.
So 5 dice of damage.
Come on.
Yeah, if I'm designing things stats, I'm making it easy on myself here, people.
Good call.
We said
Very
on,
fair. Very
and
fair.
we said on withering, tens explode.
They do.
Mhm.
Nice.
Well, your boy rolled
It's a new world.
successes with a 10 on top of that, so we're looking at 5 successes.
Ooh. All right.
That looked like a really poo-poo roll, and then it kind of
Right? It jumps up.
Yeah, it got a little better.
All right. Bring us to Adramalik.
All right, so now that there's a bug that's squashed next to me, I'm going to put it out of its misery. So I'm going to make a decisive attack on the downed spider, sort of moving up to it like an expert bladesman. I grab the daggers from my hand feet, and I just run up to it, and like a carver, I just begin stabbing and hacking and slashing like with great dexterity, sort of removing its limbs from its body. So it would just be 11 plus anything I pump. I can still pump, correct?
That is correct.
So I will pump 5 to get that up to 16. And do I get any stuntage for this?
Yeah, you can have a dot stunt for that. And I'm trying to determine what it's going to use in response. As you are coming in, attempting to remove the limbs from its body, it brings itself into a moment of clarity as it pulls the essence into itself. You see
Moon sign.
Uh-oh. It's juicing up.
We knew that they were lunars.
I mean,
But we haven't seen
They wouldn't
symbols
be able
yet.
to stand against us if they weren't
We
exalted
haven't
in
seen
some
symbols, though. That means they're getting crazy.
They're doing pretty good without
They're
turning into animals.
Right.
I mean, they're
letting their
already
hair down.
animals.
I was going to say, I think they're
Yeah.
in their form.
Banner, okay.
Lore is probably a different weight class.
Well, she can turn into a dinosaur, so yeah.
That's pretty. Yeah, that's a different weight class already. Yeah.
All right, yes, you see what appears on the spider's forehead, an open circle, much similar to the one that Adramalik has on his when he goes into his cast mark, except not of darkness or dripping blood. It is just a silvery circle.
And just
on
to
the
clarify,
forehead.
mine doesn't drip blood. It just drips a red liquid, right?
Yeah, yes,
You don't know
yes.
that it's blood. I mean, it could be. It's open to interpretation. It could be wine. I mean, Adramalik does love red wine.
Oh, no.
Just throwing that out there to the audience, and we don't want to judge, it's a nondescript
Seems
red
like
liquid
conjecture.
dripping from the sign.
As this happens, a shadowy essence begins to diffuse from the body, much similar to this darkness which emanates from Adramalik. This, however, is of a silvery essence, which, as you see, begins to warp the air around, making it harder to concentrate and identify where these many flailing limbs might be. This gives you a -2 penalty to vision-dependent rolls, including most attacks.
Cool.
-2 to vision dependent rolls.
We gotta learn more charms after this.
Well, this is an anima ability.
We gotta learn everything. We gotta learn.
-2 to vision dependent rolls. Sorry, I'm trying to see if I have anything that can use against that, but I don't think so. So I'm just gonna take a -2 to my 18, which puts it down to a 16, which is still pretty respectable. And we're gonna make that roll. Let's see what that is. That's an 8.
Hey, look at
8 out of 16.
Look at that.
That's exactly half of my dice succeeded.
It is exactly half. And you hit with a threshold of 1. But threshold
Which
don't
doesn't
matter.
Doesn't matter. I get to roll my initiative, which is 8. Should I be at 9? Did I get the +1 at the start of the round or no?
You did not get the +1 at the start of the round, so you're at 9.
Okay, so I roll
adds
9
up. That adds up.
d10.
Go, man, go.
And let's
Kill that
see
spider.
if this is where the 10s don't explode.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. So that's just a 2? Oh, sad.
Just a
I got
2.
Really mountain that roll, man.
All right.
No, honestly, that's 2 is still really good because you still bring them down to -1.
Yeah, as
Mhm.
long as they don't have body benefits. Yeah, that's gonna be big.
It's actually really hard to get things that make you have more 0.
Yeah.
Extra zeros are hard.
Yeah, you got to get like deep into ox body, right, or whatever.
Or you have to be giant. But yeah, those are the only ways I know. And with my knowledge of exactly 10% of this book,
Yeah,
it's
Right.
pretty good.
I think
You're speaking
I
a
can
foreign language to
confidently
me.
say that's the only way. There's no other way.
Okay.
That's it.
You deal 2 damage. Your initiative resets to 3. And that-
Sweet.
How's the spider look? Or yeah, right? Or the snake? Yeah, spider. You attack.
yes.
I
As
attack
the
the spider. Yeah.
as the blades swing out, they clip some of the legs, and while they don't remove any of them, you do see gashes being cut into the thin spider legs. All right. Bring us to lore. Lore. Perched on the treetops above, seeing you all now beginning to handily resolve this combat. Wait.
I mean, I'm bleeding. I feel like there's an equal amount of,
Yeah.
bleeding.
But there has been a distinct turn in the initiative as
You're
two
right.
of you now have 22 and 16, and her services seem less necessary in this moment, and it's an opportunity for her to see exactly what you can do.
Yeah, why get myself hurt when I can just, let them test themselves, and if they get hurt, whatever, no big loss to me. Yeah, okay.
Oh, she's the worst.
Thanks, Laura.
I think it's honestly, as a tactician, I
Yeah,
respect it.
tactically, it's nice. Still a dick move.
Yeah, this guy gets it.
2 of your friends are fighting. You gotta be like, guys,
Come on, we talked about the. Okay, keep fighting.
Everyone who would like to can give me a perception awareness in this moment.
You know we all are.
We're all rolling that, baby.
I
I'm gonna
Um,
bump it though.
I've taken my
modes have become
surroundings
precious.
as I've stepped back to admire my handiwork of slicing up this spider. I sort of like lean back and glance around at my surroundings. Let's see. Do I get any stuntage for?
I will give you a 1 stunt for that attempt.
Yeah.
Oh,
alright,
here
yeah.
comes the fishing. Dirham, in fact, in true style and panache, never took his eyes off of Autumn as he gouted his Dragon Taiwan.
That's badass. Just fucking.
So eyes fully attuned to Autumn is watching her.
You can have the 1 stunt because you didn't really involve the environment. However, you can have she will have a -2 internal penalty because you are straight up looking in her direction.
Cool.
Which means that she will because I don't feel like rolling separately stealth
Yeah.
rolls against you guys. So instead, she's just going to reduce the number of successes that she gets.
Groovy.
Wow, that's great. That's really good for you.
Pretty involved, so I'm not gonna give any kind of description because I'm just fucking in it.
Excellent. You can have
I
a 0
look at
stunt.
her.
Thank you.
All right, roll your
If I see
stiff.
her, it's on accident.
What'd you get?
I got a 4.
Adramalik?
I also got a 4.
I'm sorry, I'm looking up stuff still.
Target number was on her stealth roll was a 7, by the way, which means that for Dirham you want a 5. For the rest of you wanted a 7.
That was
Yeah, I'm never hitting that.
Well, she rolled 3 10s. She mountained it.
Oh man.
10.
Doesn't
my
matter how
girl.
few dice you've got if you roll 10s.
That's my girl right there.
Normally though, I I pumped pretty much every roll, but not this roll because I was like, I need this for fighting.
She's technically not hidden, right?
No.
But she's trying to hide it, is what I'm presuming.
Yes.
Okay. Because Keen Sight Technique says I gain 2 additional dice to notice hidden persons or devices. Catch sleight of hand, see through disguises.
Catch sleight of hand would count as that, yes.
Okay. So I'll take my additional 2 dice to try and hit this beat. Damn, I think I got a 4.
No.
I'm trying to see if there's anything else I can catch.
Zhuzh up
Pump it too.
Zhuzh up your stunt. Get the instant.
Post-roll stunts are done here, folks. You stunt before the roll, you don't get your stunt.
Leaves and I don't know. The only other thing I could beg for is deeper visual hindrances such as deep smoke or fog represent less of a struggle. Reduce the difficulty of seeing in such conditions by
I've already
1.
given you -2 to her successes. I've given you your plus from Keen Sight, whatever that was, for catching sleight of hand.
Yeah, and I didn't think I was gonna. I didn't believe I was gonna be pumping for this. I was just gonna roll better. Yep. So I'm not gonna pump after that. I don't know what the ruling is about. Like
pump. Nope. No, you pump before you roll.
Yeah, you have to declare, right? That would make sense. That's like
yeah.
So then 4.
That's right.
4 and done.
Oh, all 4 is all misses. All right, Laura's up in the tree, is doing nothing.
That owl.
I love her.
Thanks for nothing.
Yeah, right.
Really appreciate you.
I mean, I appreciate her not beating our asses. I'm very appreciative about that.
That's we did think she was joining the fight for them. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, you're right.
The snake person will then extend themselves out, writhing along the ground toward Dirham, bringing itself to close range as you were 1 range band away, and then lashing out forward with bites and claws, attempting to make a withering strike against you.
Okay. In response, losing track of Lore as she disappears into the foliage of the forest itself, his eyes blink and he searches quickly and then hears the imminent speed up of this creature coming towards him. His head whips around and immediately he begins whipping his dragon Sai wand in front of him and attempts to use the searing heat of the barrel itself to sort of start slashing the terrain and mucking up the creature's pathway as he begins backpedaling.
Okay. Yep, you can have a 2-dot stunt.
Cool.
And what does that bring your parry defense to?
Okay. That brings my parry to a number that I definitely know. My dexterity being 4, and my I guess this is melee, or melee. I'm gonna say, would you constitute this as a duel? I'm on a 1-on-1 now, correct?
Sure.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
So for my melee,
although
which is 3,
putting it to the crowd here, for a duel, should he have an actual melee weapon for it to be considered a duel?
No, because wizards duel with their wands. Wizards have wands for wizard duels. All right, that's a thing.
All right.
Yes. Okay, cool. So
I agree with the weapon not, but I do think this is a bit of a swirling melee.
I mean, I agree with that.
Okay. So what's your total?
So my dexterity is 4, my melee is 3, bring me to a 7 with the specialty in dueling, if we're counting that as well. So that would be 7 divided by 2 for 3.5, and then I add the +1 to it, or does the +1? I always forget.
You got a 2-dot stunt, so gives you the +2.
But
and 1 automatic success.
What is what?
Where does the specialty add in? Does it add in before dividing by 2, or
correct,
after?
Before?
So that's 8 divided by 2 for 4, plus the 2-dot stunt, which gives me a +1 on top of that.
No, it's a 6.
Plus 2.
It's flat.
+2. Oh, so I'm at a 6.
All right. They rolled an 8.
Fuck.
By 2.
Hit you by 2.
Got me.
All right.
Owie, owie.
So then we've got the 2.
Show me what you got, Snake.
5. What is your soak?
My soak, I believe, is 7.
That's not bad. That's pretty good.
Oh no, I don't have enough dice. Okay, 7. Okay. Let's total this up before then.
Did you just say you don't have enough dice?
Well, if you didn't have soak, I didn't have enough dice. If you didn't have soak, I didn't have enough dice. You said it's 7? Okay, so that's 12 dice of damage.
All right, let's see what you get, baby.
That's still not great.
With the 7, it's 12. Oh my god, she had 19.
I mean, it's a medium weapon, which gives plus 12 damage.
Oh god.
It's all right. It's all right. Let's see how he rolls.
Could be nothing. Could mountain it, which is now a good thing, I guess.
I was gonna say, and mounting feels like it's in the flux.
It's a
Drop
universal
die.
term, is what makes it nice.
Okay.
I got 16 initiative from to take from. How much you want? How much you want?
7.
Okay, you got it. That's on me.
That's good.
And now on you.
Good rolls, good numbers, solid.
Mhm. Only 110.
All right, I got more where that came from. That little snake.
All right.
Spider.
Which brings you down to 9 and the snake up to 10 with the +1 from having a successful strike. The spider then being slashed at and smashed through a tree. Now, as the silvery essence around itself begins to dissipate, it lashes itself toward Mountain with its multiple limbs flying, stabbing out in multiple directions, trying to get past the large hands with one of its many strikes.
Mountain, with kind of the same like steely glare, will like just bat away at the things and try, and as he's like batting, it's still just part of like the same attack to get closer. And as he bats it away, he says, "There is no stopping what is coming." Like, and just keeps inching his face closer and closer to this creature's face as he does so.
Okay. He's using what's charms?
I'm using parry.
Oh yeah, no. I'm saying I'm determining what charms they're using. Okay, you are no longer lower initiative. So the finding the needle's eye will only give you the -1 to your defense.
That's cool.
And gets to reroll a certain number of 1s on the attack roll.
Also cool.
Okay, matters. Okay, desperate. Also using striking Mospid method. That will work as well, which also allows for rerolling of dice. So basically, I'm banking on my inability to roll well on this strike.
Well, I hope you get really good rolls and it was pointless.
Okay, so and do this.
We're just gonna also pump a little bit. We're gonna do a little pumpage on the
This feels like a good time to do that.
yeah.
Probably.
I am not gonna get the advantage from fighting multiple people though, because I feel like if Deer gets his advantage in a round, then I wouldn't get my advantage in the same round.
As long as you would be trying to count the same person, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. And what is your total there, Mountain?
It's 5, 6, 7, and then I assume you're gonna give me a 2 dot for that really cool description.
It was cool.
Yep.
All right, then it would be 7.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Or no, 6. There's an 8. It starts at 5. If I pump 4 to make it by 2, then it goes up to 6, 7, 8, 9.
9.
Yep.
So I'm trying really hard not to get hit right now because I would really like to punch the snake next turn. Like,
okay.
Bad. I want to punch that snake.
Oh, I'm glad that I used all those charms because that did not go well. So getting to reroll the full maximum amount of what she failed at. Okay, cool.
Keep that failure train rolling. Come on.
And it does, as the strikes do not come anywhere near your 9.
Nice.
17 dice, 2 successes.
Wow.
That is wild.
That is a statistical.
Nice to be on this side of the table for that. I'll be honest.
Really,
Yep.
truly.
So, quick question.
Uh-huh.
How does hitting people when they're not in crash work? Like, if I was like, I want to decisive the snake now with my 22 initiative. I've never attacked anyone when they weren't crashing.
Then they get to apply their hardness to your roll. That's where the big. That's why you want the big initiative, because you need to overcome their hardness in order to be able to deal damage.
Or just crash
like,
them,
I
and
feel
then
like
you get
20
to ignore it, right?
Yeah, but I feel like 22 is like such. I don't want to lose the 22. Like, it seems like it's a good time to like.
It's a tough
punch.
situation. It's a tough situation.
The difficulty is that if you are wrong and the hardness is higher than your raw damage, you immediately reset to initiative 0, getting no strike.
Oh no!
So this is that's the risk you take.
Jeez, it's so high rolly.
Is the spider still at -4? Don't they go to 3 after they get stabbed?
What?
I thought you get your initiative back.
No, they don't lose their
Nope.
stuff.
They have
When
to
the person
survive
does
for a
the
certain number of rounds.
3 rounds. They have to live 3 rounds, right? Yeah.
Oh,
You're
and I
thinking
guess
when I hit, my initiative goes back. So I spend my initiative and then I go to 3.
I probably was thinking of that. Also, again, it's been a long time since we've stabbed
Okay,
anything.
what is fighting? What is violence? Where's the
Nobody
peace
knows.
party?
We like
The
to
peace
talk.
party.
Yeah, well, hey, we're trying to prove we're not bad, and then when we need to, it's
crack
like, hey,
knuckles.
thanks for not doing this to everybody.
Yeah.
Then in which case, as Mountain bats and bats and bats and bats, and then I'm gonna say he kind of like catches like the last 2 like blows in his hands. He goes, "This could have been your strength," and he just cocks back and comes down and just punches this creature just dead in its chest into the ground with a big casting up tons of pine needles and everything else. I will say, to anyone else, it probably looks like I'm murdering this, but Mountain is trying to not have the telltale crack of the sternum. Like, this is meant to be a blow to knockout. I'm not.
You're using smash fists, correct?
Yes.
Smash fists. They have, if I am not mistaken, the bludgeoning tag or bashing tag, and that is correct. Which means that when you hit their eye level, it is not a lethal blow. It knocks them out.
Cool.
You need a slashing or something along those lines, or rather, you can choose to. I'm sure there's a way for you to do it. But yes, your strike would knock out unless you choose to. What does the smashing tag do? That's probably worth knowing. Considering it's in the name. As you come in for the strike, right. Oh, you can make smash attacks. Do you want more rules?
Oh,
I kind of do, but not right now. I feel like smash attacks are probably really good against groups of things.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You can knock them back range bands or knock them prone with that.
Oh, dick.
Used to knock them into dangerous or deadly threats like lava pits or steep things.
I love those.
Yes. Anyway, as you come in for that strike, the mist again begins to emanate from this body as as you see the anima level rise once more. Not to bonfire yet, but obviously getting close.
Ooh.
This is a bad place for them to be in.
And I assume the spider has plenty of hardness, as I assume the snake does. So yeah, not a great.
We're just gonna put them to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they don't know that, and
No, they don't.
definitely was coming in hot. Like,
Yeah,
I
Adriel
was
was
trying
there.
to murder.
Yeah.
To be fair, they were trying to murder us, so it's not like I'm unjustified in my.
Oh yeah, what's my
retaliatory
you kill them right back.
Yeah.
No, I mean, we're definitely the aggressors in this situation. I just don't care.
I don't know. I think the people who are kidnapping children are the aggressors in this
All right,
situation.
we don't know how old the
I think
people
that
or
guy's
body
got a
parts
good
in these
sound.
pods are.
No. That's the narrative I like to buy into. I'm into it. I'm with.
Okay. All right. So yes, as you come in for that, attempts to get the feet underneath and scuttle up the nearby tree out of your reach and out of the smashing and probably lethal strike.
It's running.
Yes, the dodging is running. And I don't. So I'm sorry. Decisive strike is my skill and ability, but that's it, right? It's not the accuracy.
Yes, that is correct.
So then it would just be 5 and 4.
The spider has gone, so there are no defense penalties at the moment, aside from anything from health levels.
Okay, and then we are going to pump all the way.
As the limbs begin to move a bit more agilely than before, as the legs seem to bend in unnatural ways, attempting to get out of this strike. So, tell me if you roll anyone's whatsoever on this roll.
Not another one.
It's my favorite charm when you're like, hey, just let me know when it beefs. If you could just tell me. That would do real well for me.
Fun.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Did I get a stunt?
Yeah, didn't I give you the 2? I already gave you the 2 dot stunt, didn't I?
You could. Yes, sure.
Yeah.
If in your mind you said it, or you actually said it, it's irrelevant.
Can't you hear my mind? Because I don't think I said it.
Come on.
As he is pumping everything into this, because pretty certain she's pretty certain she won't survive if this hits.
Yeah, I mean
That's a fair assumption.
It's fine.
10s do work to hit, though, right? Like
10s do work to hit.
Okay, well, I hit with everything except for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of my dice. So that is 1, 2,
very
3,
big number.
4, 5, 6 plus 1, 2, 3, 4 10s, which brings us to
8 plus 6, 14.
14. Plus 1 is 15.
Wait, how many dice did you roll?
I rolled 5 and 4.
Uh-huh.
So that's 5 and 4 plus 5 because I pumped 5.
Bring
so
it to 13 dice rolled.
That's 14 dice rolled plus 2
5 plus
dice.
Yep. Okay.
And then I have.
Right.
You know what? Let me count them. 1, 2. 3,
No. You're right. Your math was correct.
You got a lot of 10s.
I counted off. I counted off by 1.
Yeah, and then I have all
That's
my
on me.
failures over there.
Yep. Okay, so what's the total number? And did you roll any ones?
No.
Hmm.
I have
Yeah,
3,
that's
a
right.
6, a 5, a 5, a 4.
Your
and
job
you know what?
fails
This
you.
is an 8, but it was a failure, so I'm going to say that was a 1 because I don't know what it was originally. So I got one at least because I'm not sure what it was, but it
Okay.
wasn't a failure pile, so I know it was a failure initially.
All right, so what is your
Very
total?
Total is you know what? I'm gonna subtract one of the 10s because I didn't because I didn't get taken into account. I have -1 because I'm hurt. Because I haven't been hurt in so fucking long.
None of you have been hurt, and so
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
that's 6 and 3 10s.
Jesus.
6 and 3 10s would
That's still
be
12.
another 6, so 12.
It's still a
and
good
one,
juicy
and
number.
1 1.
12 and 1 1. Okay. So it started at 9, pumped 2.
But then plus 1 from the 2 dot stunt does bring me back up to 12.
So the defense started at 8, reduced by 1 by the penalty, pumped 2 from the excellency, which brought it back up to a 9. Then plus 1 because of your rolling a 1, which brings it to 10. So you do hit, and your threshold doesn't matter.
It doesn't. So that's 22.
Squash the
Okay.
bug.
So you roll it. Do not count 10s as double
Killer.
successes.
Squash that bug.
7 successes.
Oh, it's like, oh god, are you gonna miss it by like 1?
I still might. I don't know what this lady has.
All right, as the fist comes down, crunching into the thorax of this spider creature, driving it into the ground where it does not move.
That was 7 out of 22. That's
Damn.
not. I was like, oh, I'm gonna mountain it. Here it comes.
Nope. You didn't mount
You
it.
mounted
You mounted it.
You OG mounted it. Yeah.
You
All
crushed
right.
its butt.
And that brings us to the snake person, who is now higher than Dirham on the initiative tracker
Ah, crap.
by 1. So the snake taking. Just watch this. Oh wait, hang on. Mountain resets to 3.
Nah, we don't gotta.
No. He's good. Keep that high number.
Mm.
It just looks so good on him.
Yeah, 2 is less than 3, right? So 2 is less than 3. That sounds about right.
All right, give him a 3. It's fine. We don't need it.
So tempting.
We're about to squish this snake.
Dude, crash me. You won't do it.
That's the temptation.
I'm gonna make a sweet new pouch out of this person.
Yep. Okay, let me pull up this charm. Make sure I know what it does before
Yeah, you like
actually-
stealing children. Reap what you sow, snake person.
All right. No, gotta go for. Yeah, gotta go for the big strike. Gotta go for the big number.
Gotta go for it. You gotta go
Do
for
it.
it.
Do it.
Gotta go.
Yeah.
For the big
And
number.
as far as they know, I just murked their friend.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta go for it.
As the snake watches you crunch his friend or her friend into the ground, presumably now dead, she lunges at you, jaws flashing, and going in for a massive crunching strike against you.
Crunching like decisive.
No,
Oh, okay, good.
no, as in a charm that has the word smash in it. So
Oh no, we're learning out smash attacks now.
No more rules, please.
thank you so much for taking the time to enjoy our show. Come back next week for the next part of our adventure, or join our Patreon for early access to the next episode, as well as a Patreon exclusive campaign of Rippers. Join our wonderful patrons Bubble Dirt and Nova Phoenix in supporting this show. And of course, don't forget to check out our tutorials and video plays on YouTube at The RPG Blender. If you want to stay up to date on our releases, you can join our Discord. Check the description for a link. Don't have Discord? No worries. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at RPG Blender, or subscribe on your podcast app of choice. Music is The Punk Rock Show by My Free Mickey. Copyright 2012, licensed under Creative Commons Attribution License. Thank you again, and remember, there's gaming outside the Forgotten Realms.
Kill the bug.
8,
Kill the
10,
bug.
11,
Kill the
12,
bug.
13,
Or
14,
arachnid? Or I don't know.
Somewhere in
Arachnid.
your heart, you must be thrilled about this, George.
Maybe.
Does George dislike spiders?
George,
Mon- A monstrous creature. Spiders are bad enough.
Okay, and I have
Spider
3 more dice
humanoid.
to roll after this.
A monstrous creature that kidnaps children. He's a dad now, so
Oh
this is
my
especially
gosh.
painful.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa! You haven't
That's-
looked in the pods. I haven't said nothing about children.
That spider kidnapped children, George.
Children, George.
That's what the narrative says, based on 2 out of 3 contributing to this conversation.
You can always use
Yeah.
your lore to establish about the world that they only
Unfortunately,
kidnap children. If you're a
Oh,
monster,
you're gonna put that on.
Gonna-
You're gonna put that on me.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna allow me to enable you.